All right, in this video, we're going to talk about the life cycle of a realtor on YouTube, meaning, what stages you'll go through as you start posting videos on YouTube in hopes to get real estate clients. I've done this for a couple of years now, and the things that I've learned along the way, I think you'll really benefit from, because you could potentially jump from whatever level one is to, where I'm at just by watching this video because of the knowledge we're about to give you. So it also helps you assess where you're at currently and what you may need to work on. So from experience, when you first get started, you're so worried about how you look and how the video is, and you're nervous, and there's a little camera shyness, and you hate your voice, things like that, right? Like that's some people may be anomalies and they just may get on camera and be really good, but the first thing you do is you just hate it. A lot of people hate video. Would you say that? I know, like, you've launched a bunch of people as far as the agency goes, and would you say like the first launch is harder?
Yeah, 100%, because video is a skill in so many different ways, and a lot of people don't have the skill of video up front. So for the first time, they have to get out of their comfort zone. And yeah, a lot of people, if they've never done it before, it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
At first.
There's definitely like a mindset that you have to, tap into as you start creating content. Matter of fact, that's why everything that we do is called Digital Real Estate Academy, but it comes from a term that we use called digital real estate acquired. You want to get over every video having to be perfect and just get into the mindset of, I need to get more videos out that are working for me. So that's the beginning. That's where you start. That's kind of level one. That's basic, YouTube for real estate agents. Next comes skill. After you've been doing this for a little bit of time, you're posting consistently, you start getting better on camera. It's not a new thing to you anymore. You actually, start talking to the camera a little bit better. Your vocabulary in the way that you talk and the language increases, and you actually start getting that skill of being on camera. Any thoughts there before I move on?
Yeah. I think just to kind of reiterate what I said earlier is that video is a skill, and there's so many different parts of video, right? So once you've achieved consistency and you're rolling things out and you've gotten out of your head and you're really doing this YouTube thing, then you get better at every area of video, strategizing, researching and coming up with video ideas and concepts and figuring out what works, script writing, actually filming, delivery to the camera confidence, and then also getting more clarity on maybe how you want your team, or maybe you're editing the videos yourself, your style and your brand, and tying that together. And then also optimization, better titles, better thumbnails, better descriptions, better tags, resources in the way of lead magnets. Like, there's so many things that you can improve on. And once you've gotten out of phase one, then you get better, step by step, piece by piece. Every single video, you should always try to find one thing to get better, to improve the skill of video.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because once you're able to work on your craft a little bit, it stops the worry. You're no longer just worried to get in front of a camera. You can actually start honing in your voice, like your real voice that comes through the camera. And once you start having a consistent voice and messaging and a style of doing things, then you start to develop a brand.
Yep.
A brand. We talk a lot about brand because it's super important. I think, and I think you would agree with me on this, YouTube is a marketing engine. We're talking to a specific person on the other side of the screen as real estate agents making videos. And the more and more like narrow and tight that we can get that conversation to that person, and using our voice, and I used this term earlier in another video, but like the shotgun approach, spray and pray. We're kind of just doing any videos to see what works, but once we have been doing it for a while, we've got the skill now, we can really start focusing on strategy and brand and who we're talking to. And that's the next part that comes, because when people know what to expect from you, that's where that brand comes into play, and you start getting that brand equity, and now people want to watch you for you, not necessarily the value that you're providing in the video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Once you've started creating content, you've gotten consistent, you've gotten better at what you do, more clear on who you're talking to and who the channel is for, that's when you get that reputation, which in other words is a brand. And then once you've achieved that brand or that reputation, or you're known for something consistently in your marketplace or by others, then you can start focusing and really prioritizing the last part, which is leads.
Leads, yeah. Obviously, you can get a lead from your first video, but what's more likely is you have to develop your voice over time. YouTube organic is a long-term play. if you're not in this for at least a couple of years, you're probably in the wrong field or in the wrong like marketing strategy here. But yeah, once you develop that voice and kind of have that brand and people know what to expect from you, then you start kind of becoming that guy or that woman for that particular thing in your market. And that's when leads start rolling in because people start trusting you. They know what, you have now proven that you're trustworthy and consistent, and people can rely on you for good information and information that they value. So yeah, that, it takes a little bit of time. You've probably heard that it takes 7 touches to convert somebody. So it's pretty obvious that you have to build a reputation of posting, and they have to see that it's not a brand new account and that you may be a brand new agent. Again, it could convert on the first video. We've seen some crazy stuff happen, but more likely than not, it's after a consistent and repeated, flow of these videos coming out that, leads actually start turning over and, coming to you.
Yeah, and that's where that like more predictability comes into it, right? Like sure,
Yeah.
like you'll get evidence and results along the way, but over the long term is where you'll get compounding consistent or more predictable results. So like AJ said to start the video, like we come to you from experience on the agency of me working about a dozen channels, doing hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos over the past few years, and then AJ's channel growing and doing it in the way that it has. This is our general experience of the general flow. And the purpose of this video is to help you understand it so that you can accelerate those results, maybe skip a step or two, and do this thing in a much quicker time. So take the past couple of years of us learning and testing and winning and failing and apply it to what you're doing right now so that way you can get to where you want to go just a little bit quicker.
And real quick, before we hop off here, if you are interested in video, you haven't got your first one live yet, we used to, charge for this, but it is now completely free. We have a Your First Video Challenge inside of our Digital Real Estate Academy community. There's a link in the description that takes you there. You can make a video with your iPhone and have it live in 7 days. So if you haven't started yet, there couldn't be a better time to start. YouTube is absolutely not saturated for realtors. And with that being said, we hope to see you there.